to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today is a nice, bright, sunny day, and I am sitting inside, and so is my friend here, and this is Al in Japan. Hello, Al.
Yeah, we got a nice day here. It's getting warm. It's
It's getting
threatening to turn
warm.
into summer here.
Yeah, it looks like
But it's
our
still it's pretty nice. Relatively speaking, it's getting a little humid, but still it's really you can't
Mhm.
complain. We will complain shortly, but
Yeah.
not yet.
Yeah. We had a few days that were up almost to maybe 88, 89, something like that. Right now it's more around say 80, 85, but it's
Yeah.
going to warm up pretty quickly, I
Yeah,
think.
it's threatening to become summer, like
Yes.
almost a month early. I mean,
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
still like 3, 4 weeks early. It could still become summer, which is for you tourists out there, I don't know what to say. Good luck.
Yeah. If you
Good
come from a
luck.
very humid place, well, come and experience
Yeah,
this one.
sure.
Okay. Well, today, what do we have, Al? What kind of beer do we got?
Wow. Well, we have another in the Yebisu Creative Brew series. This is Marriage Blanc, as Americans
Blank
say,
appearance.
and um, it's so yeah. Japanese is Mariage Blanc, and it says in Japanese on here "Shiro wine no yona hanayaka na kaori." So it's supposed to have a white wine, sort of floral aroma.
Hmm. Which
So
I think is probably Nelson Sauvin hops, so they don't say that clearly on here.
right. Just the name makes me think, well, Blanc, why is it Blanc? Is it because of there might be wheat in there? I don't know, to be honest. And I
Okay.
don't know, we couldn't find out do we know what we know it's an all malt beer.
Yeah.
But what are the malts that are in it? Is there any?
I'll talk about it in a second here. First of all, I'd
Okay.
like to go through a quick run through of this
Ah,
series, Yebisu Creative Brew series, which has so far nine iterations. I count this as 10.
ah,
In their counting, they're not including the first one, I believe. And the first one it came out in March of 2023, so about 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago or so, and it was called New Origin. And New
hmm.
Origin had the first recipe that was used for Yebisu 100 or so years ago. And so apparently they
Oh,
tried to recreate the same thing, so a new origin. And the second one was called simply Orange, and it was a wheat ale beer with orange peel in it. The third one was called Hop Drip, and Hop Drip was simply a dry hopped beer. Number four was called Citrus Blanc, and this was supposedly a wit beer, a Belgian style wheat beer, but it wasn't really. Then number five was called Juicy Ale, and this
oh
was
yeah.
a flavored fruit beer with grapefruit juice in it. Number six was Ibushi, and this was a smoked malt beer, a Rauch beer, which I think we liked quite a bit. We reviewed this
Hmm.
with Mark, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And number seven is called Kokareko, and it was a nice dark lager. Number eight,
Hmm.
Hojicha no Yoin, which was a Hojicha roasted green tea infused beer, which also
Yeah.
was kind of pleasant.
I
And
like
number
that.
nine was Kaori Mitsu, and this
Hmm.
was a 100% Hallertau tradition
Yeah.
leaf hop beer, not pellets, but leaf hops
Hmm.
in it.
Yeah,
And
that was
by
good
my
too.
count, I'm sorry, Alan, go ahead.
Yeah, that was a good one. I remember. Yeah.
It was not bad. So and then this one would be number 10 by my counting. By their counting, it is number nine. And or actually they say eighth on the website here. This one was released on the 22nd of April, 2025, so about a month ago. And it was a collaboration with a chef at, they claim, a leading hotel in Tokyo. And
Hmm.
this beer also uses what's known as souffle malt, a very large malt company in France. I'll put a link to their website. as well. They are making strong efforts to be more environmentally friendly in the production of barley malt. And the malt is called Klim Trace. I don't know what it is exactly. The package here shows, gives us an image of the hotel, apparently the windows or the view of the hotel, and a nice light blue color for the summer season. So, okay, so 5% alcohol, as Al mentioned, and 299 yen at the stores, which is kind of getting up there for a major beer price. That would be $2.07 in US dollar terms, and in euros, €1.83. Okay, so what are we expecting from this beer? Well, probably something light. I hope it's not completely blank. I hope it's nice and blanc, but not blank. Yeah. Okay, so, and the head brewer, the creative brewer is named Aritomo Ryota, and he's featured on their website. But as far as I know, when they started the project, the idea was to give younger brewers a chance to try some new things. So younger brewers at Sapporo as well.
Good.
So what do you think, Al? Shall we give this a go?
I would say so. Let's do it.
You have your Kyoto beer glass here.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is from
Can't
Devil
resist.
Craft in Tokyo.
Ah, you devil you. Okay.
Okay.
You always have somewhat different lighting, but no, looking pretty similar.
Okay, so what do you think? Yeah, it is nice and clear. Carbonation, very slow rising carbonation.
Yep.
Shows you how well you can see that. And a full fat finger of foam on my glass.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's about a finger on mine.
Okay.
I've got the window open, darn it.
Okay. Well, what do you get in any white wine?
Well, I can get the floral. I see what they mean about floral. Kind of a mild, a light floral note, pretty light on the malt.
Yeah, it could be a very, very delicate Chardonnay or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
certainly does not smell like Nelson Sauvin hops to me.
Okay.
As you say,
Maybe
floral, very definitely.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I don't. Wine doesn't come to mind right away, but
No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a try.
you betcha.
Cheers.
Kampai. Boom.
Ding, kajang. Kind of a thin, kind of raw maltiness.
Yeah, you called it right on being a pretty light style. I'll give it another.
The initial is a bit tangy.
Yeah, the hops are kicking in. The first sip was kind of really mild, was really not worth commenting on, really. By the third sip, I'm getting the hoppiness. Yeah, I think a tangy hops is a nice way to put it. Kind of lively, I have to admit. I like those hops. They're clinging on.
They are.
There's some fairly long bitterness going on.
But again, white wine, I don't think so. Not here.
Yeah, it's pretty remote. It's a very light, it might be a way of talking about a very light malt influence. The malt is there. It's quite mild.
It is very mild, yeah.
It's not, yeah, it's pretty mild. The malt, the hops are standing out on this one as the dominant character for me.
Does have a little bit of complexity. I think it's from initial to mid to final. Definitely with those hops kicking in for sure.
It's a little bit of change going on there. Yeah.
Not a lot, but some.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely hop driven. I like it a little better after my sixth or seventh sip. The first sip I had was kind of like, whoa, this is thin, but yeah, it's a little better now.
It's got a little bit more to it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm still tasting the bitterness. It's got a long bitter aftertaste.
It does.
So it's interesting, the name of this, the intention and the advertising and stuff, but the result is they could have called it the bitterest.
Yeah.
If nobody's taken that name yet.
No, I don't think anybody else will use that name. Yeah. So this is interesting.
Yeah.
It does have, I think, some complexity to it. Maybe it's not among the most interesting beers in the series that we've had so far, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I think the hops, they've used a decent amount of hops, and they're very definitely coming through on here. You can't claim it's, it's got flavor, mainly hop-driven flavor. So,
It does.
yeah,
It does.
it's okay. It's not my favorite either. I like the one before, I think with the Hallertauer. But this is okay.
Yeah, Hallertauer tradition leaf hops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one is okay. I think it's kind of unusual for the series. It doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, but it's not bad. It's a little bit high priced, I think, but of course prices have gone up. That could be it. It's 299 yen. I mean, they're just squeaking in under 300 yen. So for a major company beer, the price is getting up there a little bit.
Yeah, but by international standards, I think it's, thinking about the exchange rate, probably it's not too bad. It's, I wouldn't shy away from it if you're curious. It's worth trying. I think anything in this series is worth trying at least once. Just because they are allowing their brewers to try different things. This is one that I think is partially successful. They probably are learning about the hop and how that hop is working in this one. Maybe, and maybe they're learning about that malt, that French malt that they're using. For me, it's pretty mild. And so I'm not sure how I would use a malt like that in a beer. Maybe it would work in a different beer a little bit more effectively. I don't know. But it's an experiment, I guess. So,
okay. Well, so you can still find this one in some stores. Where did you find it out? You said Family Mart?
Family Mart. Yeah, in fact, I just checked Family Mart today, and I saw bottles of it still there. So yeah, you can get this in Family Mart. And then they still have the other one, the one with the Hallertauer. So it's a green can. That one, I think we both really like that one. So if you see that one, also get anything from this series if you see it.
I saw the Ibushi, the smoked malt one at Yamaya.
I still see that too. Yeah, the smoky one, which is interesting, unusual for a Japanese maker to have a smoky beer. It's a mild smoke, but it's still, not a German Rausch, but it's worth trying.
Sure. Okay. Well, we're going to wrap up here now. This is again the latest in the Yebisu what's called the Yebisu Creative Brew series, the Mariage Blanc, and it doesn't really deliver on the promises on the label, but it's still quite an acceptable beer. And I think, I agree with Al that you should probably try this one and see what you think. And if you do, please leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought. I'd like to hear your thoughts, positive or negative. I had an interesting comment from a guy who said, "You guys review a lot of crap," and I wrote back to him.
I know who that guy is too.
Very true. But
he's a cheeky. He's a cheeky guy.
But my comment to him was, "You got to try everything." And he said, "No, you don't." And I thought, well, okay, you don't, but I do. I want to and see, because there are surprises out there.
My comment is we review the beers that you've recommended. So no wonder they're crap.
Whoops. Okay.
Sorry about that.
So once again, Yebisu Creative Brew Mariage Blanc. Go get it. Give it a try. that's it for
Yeah.
today. Thank you. And thank you, Al. Take care, everybody.
All right. See you
Bye-bye.
guys.